Sure, my name is Roberto Rodriguez. I'm part of the Microsoft Security Research Organization in the US. I'm originally from Peru, actually, but I live in the US. And what I do is just security research, trying to help others internally at Microsoft and also externally, trying to release open source and just helping others around the world about security. Oh, it's amazing. I came yesterday around 12 p.m. But I was super tired, so I couldn't go out. But today I was with so much energy, so I just went out and run actually through the whole, the whole beach, like 4 miles run, and it was amazing just to see the whole water, the beautiful morning, and so far everything's good. Yeah. The talk is gonna be about sharing some of the fundamentals of large language models. So with the whole concept of generative AI, for example, what does that actually mean for us security researchers? I'm not going to go through all the mathematics of large language models, specifically on GPT models. I'm going to be talking about some of the concepts at a very high level and also trying to share some of the experiments that I've done with that. And just to share my journey also into how did I get to learn some of the fundamentals so that I can talk to others in the security team or in a data science team, for example. So in a couple of years, I think that things are going to change a lot, right? But currently, it's actually seen, and my experience has been on being this co-pilot, being this helper in your day-to-day job. For example, as security researchers, there are so many different tasks, right? As blue teamers, for example, I build detections, trying to explore knowledge, for example. How do you expedite that process? Right? How do you start finding, for example, like you mentioned, new vulnerabilities? Like, what is the approach that this model that has this foundational knowledge in language, how can that help you to expedite that process? But there is so much that we as security researchers need to do to help that model as well, to give you the right answers. So I believe that currently it's more of a helper. In the future, we don't know exactly how it would be, right? But currently, I would say that it's amazing because it's expediting so many different tasks in our security team, right? First, I would say that these foundational models actually have been trained in so much data that retraining the model for a lot of people, I think is going to be, in my opinion, a little bit easier for certain tasks because now you can actually adapt a model with smaller data sets. Actually, data sets that, in my opinion, you don't need to have this big computer or this computing power, massive amount of power just to train a new model. In my opinion, we as not the big companies, we can actually adapt these models to do things for us, not necessarily trying to create a new one again. So I think that it's going to be easier. We do already do a lot of. We, as security researchers, we already try to build models on our own for specific tasks. I think that we can use now these foundational models to do those tasks and actually providing less data than what the model was actually trained for. But then also you can train that model with, for example, prompts, right? You can actually adapt the model and guide the model into how you want to respond, for example. So there are different ways to use these models and not necessarily trying to build new ones right now. It's what we can do as security researchers. Oh, CIFCon, I mean, it's great so far. I've actually met some new people, new security researchers today, and it's amazing to see the different areas where they work. This is what I love about this conference, is how you can meet others that, not necessarily, I wouldn't say red and blue, but it's just researchers in general that are sharing their experience, trying to also see how others are doing, new tools being shared. Even like I've been talking to a few people that are telling me, hey, I'm releasing a tool next week or tomorrow during my talk. So it's been pretty cool. This is my second time in CIFCon, and I feel more comfortable now because I think that I know more people now, and it's been amazing. So, and hoping that the rest of the talks today are as great as the ones in the morning, and then tomorrow also just have a couple of friends that will be talking tomorrow as well. So super excited.